The first whistle, the last dance for someone at a World Cup. For Luka Modric, it's journey's end.
When the final whistle blows at this World Cup, some players will walk off the pitch knowing they may never return. No seventh World Cup, no comeback, no second chance. For more than 15 years, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric, Neymar, Robert Lewandowski, and Guillermo Ochoa have defined football's biggest moments. They made children love the game, filled stadiums, broke records, carried nations, and turned matches into memories. But the 2026 World Cup feels different. This tournament is not only about discovering the next generation, it may also be the final chapter of the greatest generation modern football has seen. Every goal could be their last World Cup goal. Every celebration could become their final iconic image. Every defeat could end a journey millions of fans believed would last forever. Lionel Messi arrived at the 2026 World Cup at 38 and turned 39 during the competition. But Messi did not come merely to participate. He arrived as Argentina's leader, a defending world champion, and one of football's most decorated players. His World Cup journey began in 2006. He was a teenager carrying the impossible pressure of being compared with Diego Maradona. International glory did not come easily. In 2014, Messi carried Argentina to the final, only to lose against Germany in extra time. He stood near the trophy that night, close enough to see it, but not to own it. That image followed him for years. Then came more heartbreak, criticism, and even a brief international retirement. Many believed Messi would finish without a major trophy for Argentina. But the story changed. He won the Copa America in 2021, then produced a legendary 2022 World Cup campaign and lifted the trophy in Qatar. Yet he returned again. In 2026, Messi became the first player to appear in 6 men's World Cups. But the emotion is different now. Fans are not just watching him, they are trying to remember every touch, every pass, and every slow walk before one sudden moment of magic. By 2030, Messi would be 43. That is why this tournament feels like goodbye. Cristiano Ronaldo arrived with a different story, but the same sense of finality. At 41, he also reached a 6th World Cup. Ronaldo won league titles across Europe, lifted 5 Champions League trophies, won the European Championship, and broke international records. But one trophy remained beyond him: the World Cup. Ronaldo first appeared at the tournament in 2006, when Portugal reached the semifinals. He was young, fearless, and playing beside legends like Luis Figo. 20 years later, he was still there. Different role, different body, different generation, the same obsession. In 2026, Ronaldo became the first male player to score in 6 different World Cups, another record that once sounded impossible. But records cannot stop time. He knows there will almost certainly be no 2030 World Cup. He also knows one mistake, missed penalty, or extra time goal can end a 20-year journey in seconds. Portugal has elite talent, but Ronaldo still changes every match. Every camera finds him, and every goal feels like resistance against age. For years, Ronaldo competed against defenders, goalkeepers, Messi, and history. Now, his greatest opponent may be the clock. Luka Modric's farewell feels quieter, but no less powerful. At 40, he entered what is widely expected to be his final World Cup. For nearly 2 decades, Modric has controlled matches with intelligence, balance, and vision. Croatia has fewer than 4 million people, but Modric helped take the country to the 2018 World Cup final. He won the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player, and later became the first man outside Messi and Ronaldo in a decade to win the Ballon d'Or. 4 years later, Croatia reached the semifinals again. Many thought 2018 had been a miracle. Modric proved it was not. At the 2026 tournament, he became the oldest player to register a World Cup assist, Even at 40, he was still seeing passes younger players could not imagine. That makes watching him emotional. Every turn away from pressure, every outside of the foot pass, and every calm touch may be one of the last. Modric does not need a trophy to become a national hero. He already is one. But after finishing second in 2018 and third in 2022, one dream remains, lifting the World Cup before saying goodbye. Then there is Neymar, whose World Cup story has always felt unfinished. He became Brazil's central superstar before the 2014 tournament on home soil. At 22, he carried the hopes of the most successful nation in World Cup history. Then a serious back injury ended his tournament against Colombia. Without him, Brazil suffered the humiliating 7-1 semifinal defeat against Germany. In 2018, Brazil went out against Belgium. In 2022, Neymar scored a brilliant extra-time goal against Croatia and appeared to have sent Brazil into the semifinals. But Croatia equalized and won the penalty shootout. Neymar sat on the pitch in tears. Once again, his World Cup ended in pain. Injuries have repeatedly interrupted his rhythm and raised questions about what he might have achieved. Yet Neymar remains one of Brazil's greatest scorers and one of his generation's most gifted players. At 34, he is younger than Messi, Ronaldo, and Modric, but injuries may still make this his final tournament. By 2030, he would be 38. The new Brazil increasingly belongs to younger stars like Vinicius Jr. Neymar is no longer only leading Brazil's future. He is trying to complete his own past. For all his talent and trophies, he has never lifted the World Cup. Brazil has not won it since 2002. If Neymar leaves without that trophy, his international career may always be remembered as brilliant, but incomplete. Guillermo Ochoa carries a different legacy. Some players become club legends. Ochoa became a World Cup legend. In 2014, he produced an extraordinary performance against Brazil. In 2018, he helped Mexico defeat defending champions Germany. In 2022, he saved Robert Lewandowski's penalty. Ochoa seemed to transform under football's brightest lights. The 2026 tournament gave him a sixth World Cup, made more emotional because Mexico was a host nation. At over 40, there is almost no possibility he will return in 2030. This is likely his final chapter. One last tournament, one last impossible save, one last chance to help Mexico move beyond the stage that has haunted them for decades. Robert Lewandowski also entered knowing this could be the end. He has scored hundreds of goals, but international football has always been a different battle. Poland lacks the depth of football's biggest nations, so Lewandowski has always carried enormous responsibility. In the 2018 World Cup, he failed to score as Poland exited in the group stage. In 2022, he finally scored his first World Cup goal, an emotional moment that brought him close to tears. By 2026, Lewandowski was approaching 38. He may never lift the trophy or reach a final, but legacy is not measured only by championships. Sometimes it is measured by how long a player carries a nation that depends on him. For Poland, Lewandowski has been more than a striker. He has been their captain, symbol, and greatest source of belief. Every goal could now be his final World Cup goal. Every match could be the last time Poland's greatest scorer leads them onto football's biggest stage. That is why this World Cup feels like more than a tournament. It is a farewell ceremony, hidden inside a competition. Messi and Ronaldo defined football's greatest rivalry. Modric challenged their dominance and carried a small country to the final. Neymar inherited Brazil's most demanding shirt. Lewandowski became one of his generation's greatest scorers. Ochoa turned World Cup pressure into his personal stage. Soon, younger stars will take their places. Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, Lamine Yamal, Erling Haaland. The game will continue. Records will be broken. New heroes will rise. But football will never feel exactly the same. These players did not simply compete in World Cups. They became part of our lives. We watched them as children, argued about them with friends, copied their celebrations, and stayed awake hoping for one more miracle. Now, without fully realizing it, we may be watching them for the final time. So do not watch this World Cup like an ordinary tournament. Pay attention when Messi receives the ball. Listen when a stadium shouts Ronaldo's name. Watch Modric control the midfield. Remember Neymar's smile, Ochoa's saves, and Lewandowski's final celebrations. Because one day, we will tell the next generation that we were there when the legends played their last World Cup. And when the final one walks away, football will not only lose a player, it will lose an entire era.